Welcome back to the Love Live. We are officially back for season two. I think all of you guys who tuned in to season one, who supported season one, who joined us on social media, who joined us in the Facebook groups, who have continuously inboxed us, asked us to come back, continue to subscribe, continue to watch our reels. We all appreciate the support. And we're back with season two. Um, as we do on the Love Live, it's still the same old thing. This is a safe space. And what do we mean by a safe space? This is a place where, we just kind of have a conversation. And if you want to join in, absolutely judgment free, give us a call at 816-398-8229. Once again, that's 816-398-8229. And this is the Love Live. We are, of course, joined by some of our reoccurring hosts, starting with the Bronze Beauty. Hey, Bronze.
Hey,
What's
what's
up?
going
We are
on?
back.
We back. Welcome to season two,
Welcome to
live,
see.
and we got new topics, new things to discuss, and we here. We're ready. We took a
And
long
then
break, Copeland.
we did it. It's been a break, but we back. And then, next is Miss MVP.
Yo, what's up, world? So good to be seen. Hey, look at my castmates.
Yes, honey. Welcome back. Welcome back.
And last but not least, from CEO Black Box, Miss
What's up,
C.
you guys? It's your girl Sia.
Hey.
Hey y'all. What's up,
Welcome back,
MVP?
Anna.
What's up, Ron's Beauty? We back,
What's
ladies.
up?
We back.
What's up? So we are back. Now, of course, we always have a topic. It's been so much stuff that's gone on since we've been gone, and we'll hit on it. But tonight's topic is freaky or felony, and I think that's just kind of a funny title. But the title just basically is based off of in the news. If you guys haven't been watching the news, it seems like, well, we know for sure in New York that the statute that they just lifted brought out a lot of sexual abuse allegations, and it kind of asked that question, for some of these people. Of course, there's many victims in this world, but in the bedroom, sometimes this stuff gets to be kind of raunchy. And maybe people regret later on. Maybe they don't. Maybe it is abuse. But here we are today. And we got a special guest or two on this subject. We've got Mr. Matt. Matt, what's up, my brother?
My God, man, what's going on, man? Blessed to have it, man. Glad to be here.
Hey, what's going on, Matt?
What's
Welcome to
up,
the
y'all?
Love
What's
Life.
up? What's
Welcome
up?
to the Love Live season two in full effect.
Man, I'm excited, man. Let's make it happen.
All right, so and then also we got one guy. He hadn't put himself in the camera yet. We're gonna wait till he get his camera. There he is. And then we got Mr. Hunnit.
Yeah, I was on the camera, cuz.
What's
What's
up,
up,
brother?
Mr. Hunnit?
What's up?
We are live. So I think it just kind of starts off with I don't like getting in celebrities business. I think celebrities business is a whole different strain of life. It's not even, the things that's normal for celebrities, I don't think is normal for us people.
Celebrities' business is for money making. It's a marketing thing.
I feel
Yeah,
the same way
yeah.
too. I feel like it's a certain level of like once you reach a certain tax bracket, it's just certain shit that y'all talk about and do that us don't.
That's
That's
that us don't. Yeah.
on my tax bracket. I'm just keep my opinions with my tax bracket. Look,
Right here.
yeah.
Yeah, when you a celebrity, the more the business, the juicier the gossip, the more money comes in. You get a chance to branch out with books, and you get a chance to branch out with TV shows and
Yeah.
episodes on Netflix and shit like that. So
Up in
that
here.
shit is just, I don't know, to a certain degree, it's not even real to me. Like, I mean, granted, some of this stuff is real, but like a lot of it is fabricated, or we don't even know the backside of the story. When you talking about the celebrity business, now we can talk about what's been publicized on the news, but still, is that really the real stuff that's going on? Because
That's
it's
how I
more
feel
to
too.
everybody's story.
Like the movie Chicago. Remember the movie Chicago where the women were going to jail for crimes that they did, but they had to stay current. Like they needed the hottest piece of gossip to keep their name current so that their case could eventually be dismissed, or so that they could build a fame off being like this monstrous woman behind bars for killing her man. I feel like media is the same way. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you start to think of how these people really move. Like the Cassie situation could have just happened. We're going to say that it just did, just not to be disrespectful to anybody. But let's say that happened like 6 months ago and they're just not releasing it because Diddy is trying to keep up the momentum of this album he dropped 2 months ago. And this is just part of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like when the celebrities are pregnant, unless they're on tour or doing real time, real life things, we don't see the pregnancy pictures or the pictures of the baby in the baby shower until moments after it's happened. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of us live our lives like that too. Like we might go out of town or our kids might do something. We might not post it right then. We might post it a couple of weeks later or a couple months later. You know what I'm saying?
Or even Jada and Will.
Yeah.
Like she has a whole book now. She's dropping all this information. Is that for your book sales, or is that really because you really trying to drop this information?
It sells though, right? It
Yeah.
sells though, right? So why break
drama
why
and
break
sex
the formula?
sales?
Why break the formula? If it's worked this whole time, why break it?
Yeah, that's kind of sad though.
You know, in the culture that we live in, where there's no such thing as bad news, there's no such thing as bad attention. It comes along with it. Like it's better to court fame, be it infamy or for really doing something. Like people would just rather, I need people to know my name, I need people to see me, I need people to just talk about me, I need to be in the blogs every week.
The idea of me doing it needs to be the cat of curiosity that kind of just dangles in everybody's mind. How stressful would that be? I'm not even famous and I don't want to be on a lot of people's mind.
Yeah, because keeping up with all that drama that's a lot of work and energy.
Not even keeping up with it. That many people keeping up with you. Do you know how much energy that sucks from you on a daily and you don't even know it?
I don't even like posting every day on social media, let alone being in front of the damn news every day.
Right, like the whole world though. Like the whole world. Not just like Kansas City, the whole world.
I think that's what makes them who they are though. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, I pay attention to stars and things like that. They say there's no such thing as bad publicity. So the more publicity they get, the richer they get. You know what I mean? Like Diddy ain't tripping on nothing that they saying or what's going on. He just making more money. People don't like that publicity, but they making more money. So that's how they get paid, man. That's how they get paid. So the more they expose themselves, that's how they get paid. So I'm, if they like it, I love it. That's on them. They get put under a different microscope because of the simple fact that they get paid. You think about it, we put money in their pocket. So they get put under a microscope so they get looked at differently than we do. So that's how their business get put out there differently. That's just my thought process on it.
Yeah.
I can agree to that.
I can agree to that too, because the Kardashians, they made money from nothing. Did you just see the release on how much each individual was worth?
Yeah, I think I sent that to our group chat. Did you see that?
But what I'm saying is this though. If you Kim Kardashian, you made it off a sex tape.
Right.
Yeah, I said sex and drama, and they're sex and drama.
But like, in reality, in some states, if you put out a sex tape on somebody and they don't approve of it, guess where you're going?
To jail.
Yeah,
to jail.
Yeah, like R. Kelly.
Crime.
Going to jail.
It's called revenge porn, and it is a crime. Like, so if you send somebody nudes, you getting some little sloppy toppy, whatever it is. If you post a video of somebody without their consent, and depending on you in the right state,
I don't think. I mean, let me not say that, because I do think that Kardashians was lined up, but at the same time, I feel like to a certain degree, even if it wasn't, like, let's hypothetically say my nude pictures get dropped off at the airport some goddamn where on somebody's phone. Hey, I'm not about to be mad. Nigga, pay me.
They out there.
Like, pay me.
Dear Love Live.
They ain't out there. But pay me. Like, if somebody leaks some shit of mine, they gonna have to pay me. I'm calling the lawyer on the phone.
Like real talk, her mama put the tape.
I'm about to say her mom did that,
and that's fine. But that's what I'm saying. Like he said, like Matt said earlier, that's no publicity is bad. It's bad. Like she just used it to their advantage and built on that shit. They got makeup lines. They own it. All type of everything out there. The mama's the coldest marketer out here. I don't care if you like her or don't. She market at it nothing. You pick up a piece of dirt and you give it to the Kardashian mama, and it's there.
Nah, don't give her all that credit. She market all that shit up off a nigga.
It don't matter. She still marketed though. They still bought it.
Black people.
It don't matter. It don't matter who she marketed it to. They still bought it.
I'm not saying she marketed to us. I'm saying she marketed off of us.
But we still let her.
Success comes off of us.
But we still let them. But we still let them. That's the point. So the part about it is
because we participate in that.
Yeah, but if you don't participate in it, if you don't participate in it, then it wouldn't be. She wouldn't have been able to market out. She wouldn't be worth 40 million. So we let her. So at the end of the day, regardless of whether you let her or you didn't let her, she did it.
Chris worth 40 million?
Yeah, I couldn't remember what the numbers. I'm just throwing a number out there, but that was like 60 million.
Yeah, I think the mom is 60 million. Kim is 1.7 billion.
Yeah, Kim is a billion.
88.
About the Kardashians is against my motherfucking will.
What you say?
I no information about these people. Not about none of the tools they mess with.
Hey,
nothing that they do. It's just,
but you know what,
constantly there. And so in this culture of clout, and that is what everybody chases, so to speak, or what you have to chase if you want any type of bag these days. It's like all of this information about you has to be made public, and they have to continually throw this shit in everybody's face, because it's not just the people
every day, all day long,
keep them out or that have a market for them. Yeah, those are the people who's gonna return. But I know probably I could write a damn Wikipedia page on the damn Kardashians and ain't look them children out a day in my life. I promise you.
I love North though. North really gives them a run for their money because she is so Kanye. She's so Kanye. I just watched the interview where they were like, "Do you know what your mom does for a living?" And she was like, "No, what does she do?" And I was like, "Exactly. What the fuck does she do?"
But that's what I'm saying. You gotta be a real hustler to make. You gotta be a real hustler. Like I said, well, what's your name? 100, whatever. You gotta be a real hustler to make something out of nothing at the end of the day. Tim, they've never. What job did they have other than the fact that she was what? Paris's fashion consultant at one point.
It was a stylist.
And that was 2.2 seconds long.
Yeah, but Chris had got her hands dibble and dabble and everything because her husband was really famous along the celebrities as an attorney, but she was also fucking OJ. So I mean, so
that's what I'm saying. When you can take that out of nothing, because that happens every day in everyday life with people.
That ain't nothing. She had some sauce to work with.
Yeah, she definitely knew what she
had
was
some
doing.
Sauce. You said nothing like this hoe was up in the streets with us.
No, what I'm saying is that shouldn't even got her to where she was she at though.
That's how that upper world works. She took what the upper world already did and she utilized it in the forefront.
It's a lot of people that can do that. You can do that too.
But no, what I'm saying is that's what they do. She just brought it to the TV. She brought the sex tape to the TV. She brought the scandal to the TV. So she didn't do anything new. All she did was bring a camera to that motherfucker.
But how many sex tapes do you know that actually have multiplied and made all the siblings millionaires and billionaires and that have stayed relevant enough to actually make that money?
The only ones that black people attach themselves to.
That's fine.
That's the only ones that's gonna make money.
How many people mamas out here pimping them?
Yeah,
there you go. That part.
You said she worked. She did it for nothing. She hoed her daughter out. She had the ultimate resource.
How many women mama showed you the sex tape? Like, hey, look, this is what my baby can do. Look, let me show you.
Right here. Hey, yeah, she busts down like this.
She busts down like this.
What does that say about us as people, though, man? Listen to what you're saying. What does that say about us as people?
Hey,
money is the root of all evil.
You can't knock the hustle.
Money ain't the root of all evil. She said it clout.
She seen a customer, she found a product, and
Can't
she
knock
did
the
the
hustle,
same thing.
brother. When you get it, you get it. This is what I told somebody. I told somebody this other day, man, is the difference between when it comes to rich and poor people, man. Sometimes it's the way that you think. See, if you think about this young lady that she went out and she had sex with Kim had sex, she's a billionaire. Do you think she cared what you think? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And the people that got the ideas and got the things that they got to say, they broke. So do you think
Yep.
she cared what you think? Because I wouldn't care what you think if I made $1 billion off a sex tape.
Not only that,
yeah.
we don't know what, like Matt said, we don't know what happened behind the scenes with the conversation with the mama and Kim. If my daughter's okay with it, at the end of the day, I got a son. If my son got a sex tape out here, now granted, I'm not gonna do something that's gonna hurt my son emotionally and mentally and degrade him. But if he cool with it and we talking about making money and he don't care, because let me tell you, anything I do, I can stand on. So you can't embarrass me. So if you pop out with a tape and we get money and we get paid, like Matt said, you think I'm gonna give a fuck about you talking about me being embarrassed or me pimping you? I'm sitting over here with $1 billion and you sitting over there with nothing.
Yeah, but
hold on. But what about her soul though? Like what about when that?
You're talking about a person without
hold on, fuck all that. What about
your soul? When you have a soul, you're supposed to be to your true self. And as long as
her true self ain't holding her daughter out. I could guarantee you that. But we all know this because it always come out.
It may not be holding her daughter out if her daughter's okay with it.
Because Hollywood is the machine. We talking about this whole like she the machine. Hollywood is the machine, and when Hollywood done with you, they kick you out with a story that say, "Ooh, I was so fucked up, I was so broken, I was so down, I was so miserable, I was a crackhead, I was sucking dick for coke." All this shit gonna come out, and then so what I'm saying is, we like Cuz said, what does it say about us as people? We riding for a whole ass bitch that pimped her daughter out. Really, we should have threw stones at that bitch and told her to kill yourself, ho.
Could I say something that's gonna be so controversial though? How many black women in the hood pimp their daughters out for rent?
Hey, she's a savage.
For less.
She's a savage.
For less. How many people?
I really feel like the Kardashians are praised by black women because they made something out of nothing, but it's the same situation that a lot of black women probably grew up in, and they could have made something out of nothing if people wouldn't have called them hoes or tricks or wanted to
or people wouldn't have felt like it was embarrassing. I ain't giving a fuck about what you think about me, and it's about to make me some money. You can sit right over there in the hood.
Trina to do it. Trina couldn't do it, but it's cool when the Kardashians do it. Kaya couldn't do it.
True. It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it.
Okay.
But that shows that black women didn't support
a black woman, a family of black women could not have worked their way up through the industry that same type of way.
But we wouldn't have. That's the difference.
Yeah, y'all wouldn't.
We wouldn't have.
But I can agree with that statement though.
Case, say there was like some girl out here or some celebrity, she's up and coming, she's new to the scene, whatever her genre is, and a sex tape was out here in existence of her. That woman will fall so motherfucking far from grace, and
not
she
sexy
could
red.
all kind of hoes.
I mean, they all got sex tapes, right?
We live in a whole generation that the price of pussy is down. It's way down right now. It's at an all-time low right now. Like it's at
oh my god!
It go for a hot 40.
$40.
You know what did MC say? Trash like to fuck for $40. So if that's what you spending, that's what you getting. It's some trash.
$40.
You missing the point. $40, $400, $4,000.
No. Pimp C said
so
that
with
shit.
Inflation.
Yeah, 13 years ago.
She said
that shit 20 years ago. Like
she said with inflation, my boy.
Be worth more. If you still getting it out for $40, you trash and you fucking up the game and you been fucking up.
So what's the fair price? What's the appropriate price?
I want to ask you a question, man. Young lady, here's the thing. So now I like what you're saying. Now the truth is real niggas pay the fucking just for you to go away. Niggas ain't really paying it. The nowadays relationship ain't a relationship, or real niggas is just paying for you to fucking go away and disappear. But here's the thing, you just paying not to go on a date. That's what niggas is doing. Niggas is just paying not to go on a date to give you some money to go on about your business anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because here's the crazy part. Most of the women that are really high class women that got their shit together, let's be honest, most of them say they say they don't want to be single, but most of them really like the single life, to be honest. They like to have all these different cats. I'm hearing women now say women are pimping more than men right now. I'm just being honest. They cheat more than we are. I done heard them say, girl, no, fuck them all, date them all. This is what I'm hearing. You know what I'm saying?
Look,
so I don't know. Maybe I might be wrong. Maybe I might be wrong, but I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying?
That's sad.
That's what I'm hearing. All the girls that's really hot, got themselves together. They doing more pimping than they doing anything else. You know what I'm saying?
But can I say something about that?
Come on.
So I have a mixture of like acquaintances, friends, and I'm sure we all do. The women who are higher up, not the women who are their higher self. It's a difference, okay?
There you go.
The women who are higher up are fucking miserable and lonely as fuck, and they feel like a man has to follow their commands. That's why they hoeing, because their whole mind, their will gets to going with dominance. If they can dominate you, if they can have you how they want you, if they can make you do what the fuck they said do, that shit is what turns them on. And they like to have different fucking predators to do that. But a woman in her higher self, baby, you gonna understand this don't have a price.
The woman in her higher self, what?
That part, we ain't no price over here because
it don't have a price. Because if I'm in my higher self, that means I'm bringing you to your higher self, which means you'll give your life for me. So you'll die for this pussy.
Where them at?
Yes, hey, she's smart as fuck though. But hold on, Bron Beauty, you said it don't got a price, but and you gonna sell your son sex tape? Which one we gonna do?
You said what?
No, she said she would agree to sell it if her son wanted.
No. I didn't say I would sell my sex tape. I said if my shit got accidentally leaked,
then
I'm a profit off of it. I'm not gonna be embarrassed because if I did it once, bitch, I'll do it again. You can't embarrass me.
You ain't gonna play the victim.
I'm not gonna play the victim. I'm not gonna be.
Listen,
oh my God, my sex tape is down here. I can't believe they hear that. Fuck that shit. Hey, call my lawyer right now.
But now that we're back,
what are we talking about?
Do you feel like a lot of women play victim once the situation don't go their way? Because I feel like back to this Cassie, to round it back to Cassie and Diddy, I feel like she knew that the stature was going to be put in place. The people her energy is different, her environment is different. So people are catering and cuddling to the victimizing of what she went through this toxic time of her life that she chose to go through because she thought it was going to have a benefit at the end. And the benefit was, okay, I was fucked up. I was in a fucked up situation and the person was manipulating me. While I have the chance, let me do something about it. Let me speak about it. Because before she filed for this, and I want y'all to know this, y'all got to read more than just our outlets. And when I mean R. And I know I'm the lightest one on here, but R, okay? Our outlets. The other outlets like People Magazine and Good Morning America, a week prior to her filing, her husband ran a freaking 500,000 or 100 marathon something. He ran for 90 minutes straight in accordance to stand for domestic violence and women being sexually violated and harassed. And he told her, if I complete this marathon, then you have to stand up for yourself. So I feel like she was kind of coached into it. But I also feel like sometimes these women be pulling the victim cards. Like all the bitches that fucked Future, you hoes knew who Future was. Y'all wanted to fuck that man. Y'all wanted a motherfucking Philippe. Y'all wanted all that shit.
Yeah, like it goes back to what I said, Anna. Like, stand on what you do. If you stand on what you do, you can't never really play the victim. Now, if you tell a nigga no, and he's taking it from you, yes, that's most definitely out of line. We ain't condoning no type of rape, none of that. But when you actually have these celebrities out here, and you go out here and you do that, and then you want to pull the victim card, I'm not feeling that. Like, stand on what you do. Anything that you do out here, you should be able to stand 10 toes down on it and not be embarrassed about the shit.
Let me segue with that. If y'all didn't know, we are back on the Love Live, new time Monday, and the line is open. Nobody's called yet, but it's 816-398-8229, and the subject today was freaky or a felony. And I think what we meant by that is basically in more of a, I guess, for celebrities, right? I think for most people, In regular life, it's a thin line between what happens. But with in New York, as we mentioned, with the law with the statute expiring, really brings up the conversation of especially in past tense when people file these suits, in particular civil suits that are sexually oriented. Was it cool then, or was it truly a crime? Are we being bad people by questioning that? And I'll bring it back to the Love Life panel with that being said. Chuck, what do you have to say, Hunter?
I think the way I look at it is like this. Niggas got to stop giving niggas that's on a platform. And when I say niggas, I'm talking about especially like men, giving people that's on a platform a pass for anything. Like niggas is give a nigga that got money a pass to be a fag, a pass to rape. Like, nah, it was never cool that Diddy did the shit. And even though she came out on the back end because the statute was running out, oh well, nigga, that's how the game go. You know what I'm saying, nigga? That you knew that rule when you played the game. So, and she probably was asking the nigga for money on the low the whole time. Like, hey, nigga, just cut me a check and I'ma go on and mind my business. He probably was acting like a bitch ass nigga. So she had to press that issue more than likely. But even if she did have to press the issue, nigga, you didn't have to do what you was doing. So if you start that ball, nigga, you gotta, whatever happened when it rolled, that's on Puff Daddy faggot ass.
I'm not giving nobody with money, whether or not they live on 55th Street or whether they live on 55th and Hollywood Avenue. I'm not giving nobody a pass. If I say no, I say no. If I say no to R. Kelly, and I say no to Ronald on 55th Street, it's the same no. So, like I'm saying, what I'm saying is that it don't matter who you are, whether you make money, whether you broke, whether you celebrity, whether you're not celebrity. A no for a female is no. And I feel like women most definitely need to be clear on when they interacting with these men. No, I'm not having sex with you. No, I don't want to be with you. No, I'm not busting it open for you. So at that point, there's no way that we're gonna be messed up about what decision we make and be able to play victim when 2 years down the line we got a statue that it came over and now I want 300,000 from you. No.
Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question? And my question is being real. I want to ask you a question. Don't that like automatically think that come with that? Like if I'm going to hang out with Future, right? If you're a woman and you're going to hang out with Future, don't you automatically know that's what he expects? Not like
unless y'all have boundaries first. Unless and this is for real. Like let me be in a situation. You can be in a situation with a man.
Let me ask.
Hold on, Anna.
Let me ask the second part because I want that. I want your answer. Now here's the other part of it. This is just like a woman coming over a man's house at 3 o'clock in the morning. Do you think we're gonna watch Netflix and chill? Or do you think if you come to my house at 3 o'clock in the morning, something's gonna go down? That's kind of the same mindset if I'm hanging with him. But go ahead.
No, let him talk about y'all giving up that coochie now. Hold on now.
Come on now.
Talk about that in here, dude.
I don't know, cuz. I don't know.
Talk to me. Because
let Anna go first. Let Anna go first real quick. Because Anna licking her teeth. She like, you motherfuckers.
Because this is the thing. This the thing. And women be trying to play like, I be gaming my son. I got a teenage son and I be talking to niggas like real life. Like females be knowing what the fuck they want before you even call them and invite them out. So if we gonna fuck you, we gonna fuck you. You know what I'm saying? It's the want to act like that's not what I wanted type bullshit.
I'm just saying.
But okay, so here's the thing, and this really feels like a consent conversation because I feel like everybody is aware that no means no. But the second piece that I feel like is equally important is that only yes means yes. So it does not matter the time, the place, the arena, the setting. It does not matter what she had on. It don't matter if I was drinking or smoking. If I, as a woman, as a fully consenting human being, do not tell you, hey, I'm ready to be intimate, I want to have sex, I want to fuck on you, whatever, then it does not, like, just because I'm in a space with you does not mean that now you have free range.
95%
I
of women
agree.
know.
I
This
agree.
young lady said, 95% of women know, man. It's amazing to me when women say that on a lot of stuff. This is why, if I was even a celebrity, I ain't lying, I'm taping everything. You can't even come around me. I'm videotaping everything. I'll tell you that right now. But I'm telling y'all that 90% of women know if you hanging with me, you know what come with me. You know what happens with that. Listen, don't even come. Why put yourself in a situation to come to a man house at 3 a.m. if you ain't on what I'm on? You know, we're not about to sit here and play patty cake and at 3 o'clock in the morning. So if you ain't know what I'm on, don't even put yourself in that situation. You know that these men are not trying to be in a relationship. They're not. They're not trying to be in a relationship. They go city to city, state to state, and have sex with different women in every city and every state and have sex with fans. What makes you think
about it, make money,
that you're gonna be any different?
And
I'm just asking. What makes you think you're gonna be different?
You make sense with that, but still at the end of the day, cause like she said, it don't matter the setting, it don't matter the arena. Hold on, but it don't matter that, cause when you saying that, it's almost like it's like almost like you finessing the line between taking a bitch pussy and not taking a bitch pussy, and that's a thin ass line to finesse. Like
what I'm saying
is, if a nigga, and what you saying really, it should go the opposite way. Because if you a nigga with money and you are fucking all these bitches, if this bitch say no, then fuck her and on to the next bitch.
100%.
But hold on. What you said, you gave a point from like it's a press nigga. Like, okay, it's 3 o'clock and bitch, I'm this nigga and I'm here, so you ain't fucking me. Okay, but if I got all these bitches, then on to the next bitch. Because at the end of the day, if the bitch say no, if this woman says no, 100%. Then she can say no at 3. She can say no at 2. And the thing, we put this funny shit on it, like the time, like, damn, you don't fuck in the day? Because if she come over at night, you can watch a movie at night. Cause like if she come over at night and you can't let her watch the movie, it's like niggas gotta stop. We gotta have unpressed mentality about
you watching the movie at 3 a.m?
Can I comment?
Yeah, if she like that woman said on God, if she say no, because if I ain't watching that movie at 3 a.m, nigga, you're not rich and I'm not rich. Puff Daddy might be rich, so he might get a civil suit. Niggas like us don't get civil suits. Regular niggas catch bullets in cases. So why would you put yourself in that scenario? Why? Because
what you're saying though, bro.
If she come over to the house, nigga, we leaders. She ain't no bitch never about to be like, this nigga raped me. She can't ever say it, because like she said, only yes means yes. Even during the middle of fucking, if she say no, you gotta stop, cuz
I agree with that. We're not disagreeing with each other, bro, on that. You're missing my point. And I'm in a different situation than you. My guy, I don't know you, but I'm in a different situation than you. So I'm over 500-600 people in my organization. You know what I'm saying? I make a whole lot of money. So we on a different conversation. So I gotta be careful with this conversation. So I want to make sure we're on the same page. But here's the thing I need you to understand. All I'm saying is, as a man, even if a woman's coming to my house at 3 o'clock in the morning, now, we're going to have a conversation first where you know what it is before you come. I'm saying I don't know nobody that come from where I come from that's watching TV at 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm just saying. So it's hey, baby, don't come to my crib if this ain't what you want. This is what I'm going to say.
I agree with that, but what you saying
what I'm going to say, this is me. I'm going to say, hey, baby, listen, don't even put yourself in a position where you come to my house. I don't want you to come to my house. Let's go meet out there. Let's go on a date. Let's go out and meet each other. Let's get to know each other better out there. I don't want you coming to my house because I'm going to respect myself and I'm going to respect my house more than anything. That's number one. And number two, I'm just not going to put myself in a situation where it's even that situation. I'm just not, if we ain't on that level. You know what I'm saying? But if I was a star, all I'm saying is no means no, 110%. I'm just saying at some point, we still got to take some accountability because a lot of this stuff comes out 10 years later, 15 years later, 20 years later. Oh, he did this 20 years ago, 5 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Bill Cosby, I think his stuff was like 40 years ago. This stuff is coming out on people that did this so many years ago. And I just feel like on some level, it's bad either way, bro. I'm with the women. Don't never give. I mean, if a woman say no, I 110% agree. I'm just saying that sometimes we got to kind of look at it both ways to where women shouldn't put themselves in that position too. And a man should never take nothing from no woman, bro. I would never agree with that, bro. On my mama, I would never agree with that. I despise men like that. I just know that there's some level of accountability. Like, ladies, come on, man. Don't put yourself in a situation where respect yourself enough to know what come with him. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Respect yourself and know enough.
100%. It's like red pill say, you know, when you run a red light, don't expect the cars with the green light not to go. You know, you kind of falling into the trap. But one thing, before I bring the ladies back, I see one finger go up. I want to say too, man, these dudes is way past first base, like Diddy and all that. Like, you know, Freaky or Felony. I'm talking about like Diddy letting the homies hit. We ain't talking about just him hitting. Like that's just, if Cassie only had to fuck Diddy for the rest of her life, I think she was cool with that. That's what she wanted. She, you know, she was getting, you know, sex workers and things. MVP, I seen you raise your finger. What'd you say?
Yeah. So what I wanted to say was, and I feel like it's really important to say, because when I hear y'all say, as a woman, don't put yourself in that position, or you know the kind of dude that he is, or the kind of dude that you're dealing with. What you're really saying is make sure that man rapes or sexually assaults another woman, because that's the problem that gets solved in that scenario. Like if this is a man who says whenever a woman shows up in my space, if she come in my spot, hell yeah, she got to give me some ass. And you say, well, don't put yourself in that position. We still got the man who thinks that a woman coming over his place means she's supposed to give up some ass. So again, it doesn't matter if we're dealing with the 3 a.m. or 3 in the afternoon. We still have this man who has this corrupted view of women, of sexuality, of desire, and things like that. And furthermore, I also want to say that when we get into the pathology of rape, because we're bringing up like names that don't necessarily, like Future, for example, that doesn't necessarily have rape or sexual assault in his background, but he just kind of dogs women out. The thing about rape is it's not about sex or desire or sexuality. It's not the fact of, oh, I got plenty of other women that want me, or it's more attractive women that I can get, or I can have somebody else to do this, that, and the third. It really is a part of power and control. And that is why sexual violence is also found in the sphere of domestic and intimate partner violence, because sexuality and coercion can be used as a form of control and a form of abuse, especially if there are already power dynamics, which when you get into like these rich and powerful men and celebrities, because again, they have more cachet and more ability to maneuver through these legal loopholes and have a legal team. So it's really important that we just kind of let those things sit as they are, because if a man is doing this shit, he's gonna do it. So we have to get to the point where people understand that this just ain't no shit that we do, that we allow in our society, and we just let people get that shit off.
And that's really what I was trying to say when I was talking to you, because like that's basically what she's saying. It's the thought process. If the nigga is on that type of time, he's on that type of time. It's almost like it's hold on.
Can I say one thing though, bro?
And I get what you're saying.
Can I say one thing though, bro? The world is on that type of time.
That's what I was about to say.
Like,
I get what you're saying.
We can be on this pod and act like this world is like this or like that. We can, but bro, I don't know. Maybe some people don't have the same experience in life as others. But at some point, somebody gonna look at you and think you something. And that person who look at you and think you something gonna treat you different. And when it comes in the form of the opposite sex, in the form of females, that's why, I mean, first of all, like we talking about Cassie, she got paid, you know, $500,000 a month. What do you call it? Allowance. But on top of that, she was like fucking the homies and fucking sex workers and all this other things that you know, like Diddy submitting her to doing. But it's almost to a certain extent of like even the reality of women who say, well, I would like a big allowance every month. And I would like,
I know what my daddy used to tell me when I used to complain about certain shit.
But to a certain extent, if you getting this big allowance every month, and every woman that this man meets is the first thing, what's she offering? Coochie, right? It's like men with money. Men don't come and offer their intellect first most of the time, right? Otherwise, more women would be married. They come and offer money because they think that's the shortcut to get what they want. And I think sometimes women offer the same thing. So for somebody like these type of women who know that, like for Cassie now, sometimes she probably didn't know she was being abused while she was being abused.
And
you know what I mean?
And that's a whole nother conversation when you getting manipulated and running by narcissistic shit. That's a whole nother topic. That's another season.
But I'm just saying, you think that you're doing what it takes to land this type of person, but you don't know you're being abused. Now you get some life up under you. You get about 10 years. You get with a dude who was a regular guy, who is pretty much content with just sleeping with you, who definitely doesn't want to see you sleep with other men, and this is his normality, and he's starting to help you understand that this is the way normal people who aren't, in the 0.05 percentile of lifestyle live. I think that's the kind of point. And even more, I hate to bring Sexy Red up, but in the Sexy Red generation of kids that we raising right now,
raising,
because that's a mess.
It ain't me.
Well, the world is raising right now. Some of the, these women making eating booty regular. So I don't,
I feel like Kevin Gates did.
Kevin
Gates may eating booty regular, and Sukiana may eating niggas' asses regular.
So at the same time, man, I just think with the Diddy and Cassie thing, it's real easy to say like, well, he did this and he did that to her, but it's some growing to do. She has some growing to do as a person.
I don't know. I agree with Matt in regards to, like, women got to take accountability for them actually going to, like, a man's house or whatever at 3:00 in the morning. Like, I'm never going to put myself in that type of position to go over to a man's house at 3:00 in the morning. Whether, like, I'm just not going to do it. Like, at some point, we got to come with some common sense. Like, I mean, I'm not going to sit up here and just blame all the men for, okay, if I go over his house at 3:00 in the morning and, oh, now we didn't have sex. Now when I holler rape. No, I can't do that. Like, we have to have a clear understanding, like Matt said earlier, of what I'm coming over there for.
And
I'm
I
not
think
about to be wasting your time.
land that some women live in. Like, some women really live in a la la land where they're like,
yeah, that's a la la land.
He invited me over.
Yeah, no.
And then you get over there, you wearing close to fucking nothing, and you expect this man not to get the signal that you want to fuck on him. Then
I'm gonna have on a hoodie,
his girl, or he don't
2 pair of pants.
Now it's
now wait a minute though. I done had a nigga come out the bathroom butt ass naked when he asked me if I wanted some breakfast one time. So
breakfast. Did you say breakfast?
Breakfast, like regular time.
Wait, did you spend the night over there?
No. He asked me over. He said he wanted to cook me breakfast. So I'm sitting there, it was a pretty little plate. He had me a little beer, chopped some fruit up. I'm like, oh,
and he just came out butt booty ass naked
at the bathroom, dick and ball swinging.
Well, did he cook you breakfast? Did you at least get to eat breakfast?
I mean, some people like having sex.
Okay, wait.
Was it bacon and eggs?
Come on, man.
Or omelet.
That's some weirdo stuff.
An omelet and some sausages.
Some real sausage and meatball.
And this came with the real sausage.
This about to be a motherfucking hot link, whether you know it or not.
Now that's just some weird shit.
No, tell me one thing. Tell me how you got out of that. What did you do to get out of that?
You probably just got up and left.
Did you eat the sausage?
I have a very expressive face. And I don't know what my face looked like, but I think when he saw my expression of him just coming out the bathroom butt ass naked, it kind of let him know, okay, maybe she's not on this type of time with me. Because I was just shocked. Like, it was a smaller space. So kind of like a loft style space. So it wasn't like, it was a lot of other places to be. I'm sitting there eating. Nick came out the bathroom butt ass naked. It's like this motherfucker had on a rip away suit. Like,
not a Bruce Almighty. That man had on the Bruce Almighty.
He had the Jordan breakaways on.
He had the breakaways.
He had the Jordan breakaways on.
That's some weirdo stuff right there. That's different. I wouldn't.
Yeah, that's different.
Is this y'all first time meeting?
But it's not though. But it's not.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this.
It's a jungle out here.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
How many dates did y'all went on before you went to his house?
I think maybe one or two.
Did y'all talk about sex?
He had made comments
So
like
y'all talked about sex.
Sexual interest in me.
So
Have
there we go.
Like we're getting ready. We're building up to this. No, we had not had that.
No. What
like,
I'm asking.
Fuck you, but
y'all had a sexual conversation in there. So maybe somewhere in there he misunderstood your sexual conversation. He took you the wrong way too. Maybe he took the way you was looking at things like that. But here's the thing: do you feel like you knew him enough to come to his house to spend a long time with this man in his house, you and him? Do you feel like that?
No.
Yeah, but he just told me he wanted to cook me breakfast. Now, if you tell me you want to cook me breakfast in bed,
listen,
that's a different story.
Let me say this one last thing. Let me say this.
That's a different story.
Because I gotta handle. I got a whole bunch of people. Got like 50 people on the screen waiting on me real quick. Listen, I want to say this. At some point, ladies, we gotta have some accountability where we're teaching our daughters and other young ladies where we gotta have a platform to really teach each other kind of do's and don't do's, kind of moves and don't moves. Right now, here's the thing. Again, this is me talking. I ain't nobody else on here. But what I'm saying is, as a woman, you know what I'm saying, you got to hold a standard for yourself to say, I don't care what you're doing for me right now. I'm not going to your house right away. We got to get to know each other. We got to spend some time together. I need to know some family. I need to see some pictures. I need to see something.
I can agree.
Y'all going into situations with dudes that y'all don't know.
Too fast.
Right? Too fast. That's all I'm saying. So it got to be a platform for women to say, wait a minute, baby. Let's not just run over his house at 3 a.m. That's not just, you don't even know him till y'all meeting cats on social media. Y'all don't even be knowing these cats half time. Y'all know they friends, they family. Y'all done met him on social media because he liked all your pictures and told you was cute and how sexy you was. And then you end up in his house because he want to cook you breakfast. Breakfast is $10. It's $10. Go buy your own breakfast. Listen, we not going to your house right now for no breakfast. You understand? I don't care if it's no mimosas. I don't care what it is. All I'm saying is, ladies, it got to be a level of accountability there to say, I kind of put myself in a different situation there that I probably should have went over there early.
Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question, Matt, before you get out of here?
Yeah, come on.
So, as a man, how many times are you taking a woman on a date before you actually take her serious enough to not only want to fuck her?
So now, you take her serious enough to not only want to fuck her on the first date, baby. This is what I'm telling you. Conversation is everything.
Yes, sir.
I know what type of woman I'm dealing with on the first date. It don't take me 2, 3, 4,
but
5
is you
days.
taking a woman that you just want to fuck on a date?
Absolutely. It's a new game. Crazy. Let's go get drunk. Let's go get drunk. Let's go get high.
Right. So what's the difference?
So hold on. So what about this? How many dates do you take the girl before you actually decide that you want to be serious with her?
That's a different conversation. Now here's the thing. Again, you know on the first date. Listen to what I'm telling y'all. And when
so you know that you telling me when we go on the date, you know you want to fuck me and you know you want to be with me on the first date.
Absolutely, because listen, let me tell y'all something. I'm gonna give y'all a secret. A man that really like you, he want to get in your mind. He wanna penetrate here. He don't want to penetrate down there. He want to penetrate here first. And see where y'all going wrong is he have a sexual conversation with you out the gate. We have a sexual conversation. He ain't interested in you.
No, I ain't having no sexual conversation at the gate, though.
I'm not talking about no fucking
a man that wants you, he's going to get into your intellect the first day. He going to ask you what you want, what kind of stuff you want to do, how many kids you got, what kind of likes. And he want to ask you all those different things because once I get into that and I kind of know I got an idea, I mean, her vibing. I like her. I rock with her.
There's a lot of niggas that ask that and still just want to fuck.
Hold on. Listen to what I'm telling you. It's not just really asking the question. It's how you ask the question. It's what he's really saying and how he's saying it. See, here's the other part. I'm not saying every dude that asks them questions because some dudes are just gamers. They are gamers and they know the game and they know how to make you feel like this is what it's about to be and this is what the roses is about to and the doves is about to fly. They know how to do all of that. But the thing is, You have to be able to take your time and decipher through what's real and what's fake. And he gonna show you all of that. But a man knows in the first date whether he just want to get at you or he really trying to rock with you and see what you about. That's all I'm gonna tell you. I promise you he do.
I agree. I agree.
I definitely agree. I just wondered if there was a number of dates. If there was like,
though.
Let me say this.
All that stuff only really worked for y'all. The number of dates and all that, that's y'all's game.
You said
I don't have a number.
I was saying that's day game. She said like how many number of dates and all that shit. That don't mean nothing to us. That's y'all's game. Because just like Cuz said, the date is a tool that y'all asking us to use to deal with y'all. We just using it to deal with y'all.
Not to deal with us.
Hold on. No, what I'm saying is I'm saying deal with y'all because that's how you allowing a motherfucker in your space is the date. That's why Cuz is saying access. That's why Cuz is saying it's no point of you being at that man's house because you gave him access in that fashion. So y'all
I agree to that.
Give us and y'all choose to give us access through monetary shit, which is dumb as fuck because like he said, breakfast is $10, but it was funny to y'all in a way that it wasn't funny to us because y'all are comfortable with people paying shit for y'all. So y'all allowed that tool to work and y'all like, here, do this. And it's like you telling a nigga to use a tool that's his tool. Money is my game. It's not your game. Your game is nurture. Your game is love. Your game is softness. The streets and money and all that shit, that's my game. So you saying, hey, nigga, use your game on me. Okay, bitch. Big bag, little bag, small bag. Whatever bag I need.
Big bags, little bags.
Whatever bag I need, I'm going to use that bag on you. And that's how we going to fuck. And that's the thing. Bitch. That's the thing. That's what women have placed themselves in. So, like, I get, like what Cuz was saying, I get that. And that's why I said what I said. It's still no means no because, like I said, the bag is still another bitch to hit the bag with. I know that, so cool. But why even put yourself in a position to where a nigga can use money on you? Why? Because women are. The answer is hella simple. Because women are lazy as fuck, and it's rude, but it's the truth. Because the only time you allow somebody to use money on you as a tool is when you don't want to work to get the fucking money and spend it and keep working to get more after you spent it. That's the only reason that shit flies. So it's like if you put a date.
This is really crazy.
And it's crazy because really a date is the most irrelevant thing. Unless it's like he said, he's talking to get to know you. But if you like, hey, take me on a date to get something to eat. Like he said, okay, that's cool. We're going to eat. We're going to get her something to drink because they love to drink. Then she probably going to want to smoke some weed because she don't want to.
But what if we doing all this shit and it's 3 a.m? That's I think 3 a.m. is the caveat. I think that's the caveat.
If it's 3 a.m, I mean it don't all that time shit irrelevant. But if it's 3 a.m, she more than likely is gonna go. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like a
she gonna go what?
Man, you know where she gonna go.
She gonna
go. So what I'm saying, and the thing is, like with men, like how she said, how many dates does it take? We don't play our game like that. Our game is on the probability of how many times would this really happen in real time. Like at 3 a.m, that's why Cuz is saying at 3 a.m, if you got money and you already talking to her, because the money, remember, y'all already done put the money up there. So once you got that, you're good. If you already talking to her, it's 3 a.m, the chances that you're fucking is like 8 out of 10. They're probably like a DNA test, 99.9. But I'm gonna go back to 8. Because we're gonna scale it down. It's probably
this shit don't work on real women. Like,
but what I'm saying, a real woman doesn't place herself in that position. So we already know
a real woman ain't giving a fuck about your money.
Right, at all.
Exactly.
But
we're not talking about what y'all are considering a real woman.
I'm not coming to your house at 3.
We're not talking about.
Yeah, I'm not coming to your house at 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm gonna tell you one thing. If I come to your house at 3 o'clock in the morning, nigga, I'm fucking you. You ain't fucking me.
Exactly. Period.
So what we talking about?
I'm on my house. I'm on my bed.
Yeah, no, I definitely learned my lesson. I'm not going over.
Okay, but if we ain't talking about a real woman, this is what y'all gotta realize. Whether y'all consider her a real woman or not, she's a person with vagina, and she's out here in the playing field right along with y'all.
No, that
so
is
she exists wholeheartedly.
Musty, dusty, crusty.
She exists wholeheartedly.
I'm gonna say it once again. We live amongst the loosest of the loosest right now.
If you see me and you trying to
time in America, okay? If you was not able to get no coochie in 1998,
come to 2023,
nigga. Be nice.
Come to 2023.
It's your time now.
That's crazy.
Sons, listen.
But it's y'all doing it. Y'all giving up this coochie.
Don't say y'all, because I ain't in that category.
The woman.
Yeah, it's really sad.
It's only one coochie haver. It's the woman.
Who will give
the woman.
vagina to anybody. All you got to do is tell them they cute enough. They ain't got to know shit about you. They'll come around their fucking kids in their space, in their house, just because you look.
I'm gonna rub some extra olive oil on
my son is 24. My son knows 2 relationships that I've been in 24 years. That's his daddy and the guy I dated after that. After that,
yeah, but you're not a part of this new generation.
Yeah, thank God for that.
You're not, because if you was, then you would know they doing it in the car.
I do it in the car.
Outside the venue.
No, they don't care. Like,
not outside the venue. I do it in the car.
It's a different generation. I hear people with the holistic values, but like when they be breaking down like what Cassie doing, that that kind of it wasn't funny to me, but it was kind of like not a surprise. It was like, yeah, I'm sure. I'm pretty sure.
If that was 10 years ago with where things are now, yeah, I'm sure that's what was going on.
I'm sure. Now motherfucker get old and soft. Like now the motherfucker said Cassie was with me through a dark time. I don't know what you people do and then grow up from and become remorseful. And
I used to complain sometimes about like trying to find out when I was younger and I first had my son, and my daddy used to say, you wasn't saying that shit when you was having fun. So
and now
at the end of the day, you wasn't hollering that shit when you was having fun, whether you was snorting lines and you was getting high, whether you was drinking, whether you was fucking, whether you was sucking, whether you was threesome, whether you was foursome, whether you was the train ran on, whatever you was doing, you wasn't saying that shit when you was having fun.
It's just different values, different morals, different mottos for different lifestyles, and people don't get that. That's why regular people, that's why they not picked by celebrities, because you got to have a certain mind frame to do a lot of that shit.
Mm-hmm. I actually
not really give a fuck.
In my late 20s, early 30s, I actually dated a few NFL players, and that's a different ball game. Like it's a whole different ball game. Like Matt said before, when you get introduced to them and you come to hotel rooms, that's a different ball game. As a woman, that's why God gave us the intuition to use it.
Yep.
You know what the hell you doing and where you going and what you about to do. And if you don't want to do that, then don't do it. That's fine. That's a choice. But like you said, when that girl going to Mike Tyson's room at 3:00 in the morning, no,
she's gonna get knocked down.
Yeah,
or like Kobe. Like Kobe, they did my boy Kobe kind of wild too.
Yeah,
I feel like they always scream that when they don't get what they want. Like, especially, niggas know how to play on the women with low self-esteem but pretty faces. You know what I'm saying? So you can it's just like it's called Build-A-Bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Guess
it's like a Build-A-Bear.
What I be saying is this: the reason everything y'all saying, if you really think about it, we talk like this because we raise low-value males. We telling males that it's not even shit to protect yourself, because that's all I'm saying, nigga. Don't even do it. Don't matter that it's 3. Move back, pull back. She'll never be able to say that. But we don't raise high-value males, so we don't even think like that. It don't matter. It's like, the nigga with money, he doing it, and that's why all these young niggas aspire to be the nigga with money.
Yeah, and not
because
just
they hearing this shit from we hearing this shit from our mamas and our aunties. We hearing that it's okay from them. We not hearing that
what's okay from them. You hearing what it's okay from them?
To be a nigga with money.
We hear all the behavior is okay from them.
If you have money, you can get.
We hear that behavior is okay from them. We don't.
I feel like that's from an unhealed person though, because I'm not gonna tell my son.
How many women are unhealed raising kids?
This is exactly. It don't matter. We gotta stop trying to dissect which type of bitch we talking about all the time. She's
It's all
unhealed. She's not this. She's not that. It don't matter.
It does, because
no, hold on.
so
This is
check
why.
this out.
No. This is why it don't matter, because, like she said, how many of those each individual brackets you will start to break women down into? How many of them are still raising the same male that I said we are not raising to be a high value male?
Right.
Millions.
So check this out.
Millions.
So check this out. I get it, and unfortunately, you and me as an individual won't be able to actually heal every single individual man or woman at all. However, with the knowledge that you know in regards to,
I'm listening to you. I'm listening to you. I'm listening to you.
I said, that man got up with the usher finger.
That nigga said, hold on.
I'm listening to you.
But regardless to whether, like you said, if we know that women out here are unhealed or trauma, and men are too, you as the individual, like, you seem like you got a pretty good head on your shoulders or whatever. So you have to start mentoring, just like I have to mentor. Anna has to mentor. Copeland has to mentor. And we have to start doing that. And no, we're not going to get millions of people to understand it all, because we're not. It's not going to get that far. But one person or one kid at a time. I've had over 5 nieces and nephews and little cousins live at my house. Them right there, they're going to be okay. They taken care of, because I've coached them, I've healed them, I've talked to them, I've mentored them. That's what you have to do now as a man, that you understand that, and you understand, unfortunately, that these women out here have actually raised men that are, the thought process is fucked up. So now it comes with you. You go out there and you start mentoring men in the right direction.
I guess the easiest
and it's like,
thing to that.
I hear that, but it's like what Cuz said at the beginning. Before it meant we got mentorship, it has to be accountability, and that's what I was talking about.
But you talk, but that's how you teach. You teach the person that you're mentoring. You teach them accountability.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about accountability. That's why I said those brackets that we start to break shit down. Notice when we ever talk about males and males having bad behavior, especially black males, there are no fucking brackets. We don't start to say, oh, well, that nigga's damaged. That nigga's not healed. He's this. No, he's just a fuck nigga. Every time.
No, I don't say that, though.
Hold on, no. But when we dealing with, the moment you spin it that way, because like I said, we're not raising high value males. Who's generally raising these males? The black mama. I'm even speaking of this being raised by a black mama. So,
right. So you knowing this, how many?
Hold on. No, listen. What I'm saying is, if there was an accountability factor, but even when I said it, even though you slightly took accountability, you threw it to another bitch. Like, that ain't me. That ain't me. That ain't me. But she is you. She is you. Y'all all are you. Just like the killer nigga. He is
right. So that's what I'm saying. I do take accountability, but I take accountability in helping that other woman.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying take accountability with y'all. Instead of taking accountability, tell the next bitch she's trash.
How I do that?
Hold on. No, I'm talking about as a whole, not you as one individual woman. And if
but I can only do one at a time.
No, I understand what you're saying, but I'm saying if you do that, then you know that other women don't.
That's why females don't like me, because
I know. Let me tell you, I got a friend right now that when I tell you I check the shit out of her when she wrong, she literally tells me that she it's a love-hate thing with me, because like you said, I'm telling her where she's wrong at, and nobody has been able to tell her these things to her face. So there are certain people that can get through to you. And so, yeah, I'm taking accountability. I agree with you. The woman has fucked our men up and fucked our women, our young girls up as well. So, but like I said, I'm only one person. I can only do one at a time. Just like with you, you would only be able to do one at a time. So just make sure when you have a man or a woman in your presence or around you, that you teach them those same values. Because I'm gonna make sure that anybody's around me. Let's take MVP. If we go out and we having drinks, I'm gonna make sure that I'm feeding her all the positivity and all the healing and all the understanding, or I'm gonna give her the a masculine version, a feminine version. I'm gonna do all that for her so she can use that and heal and move forward. So that's what I just need you to make sure that you're doing that with all of your actual men and women that you come across so that we can help this generation out.
Each one
and I agree. That's natural. That's a natural thing that men do. That's what I'm saying. We naturally do that. And what I'm saying,
as a culture, like culturally, that's how we did, like this whole westernized way of doing stuff in this modern generation of you can't say nothing to my kid. Like it used to be that way where you looked out for everybody. Like
when
it's
men was in the household,
where I've been out and all of a sudden now I'm the playground mama. Only kid I know is my baby, but I'm looking after all these kids and all these kids finna be safe regardless if I know them or not. They gonna, play right. It is that desire to be there for community. It is that desire to build culture and to pass along the things that were good about us, the things that kept us strong. So it
that has to be a part of your upbringing, though. That has to be a part of what you are used to.
I think I was not raised well at all. Nope, was not.
Okay, so once again, I still stand on what I'm saying. I'm still gonna stand on what I'm saying. It has to be a part of your upbringing, because this is the thing. If you had it, you want more of it. If you didn't have it, you want it. So even though you didn't have it, you now provide it because it was something that you wanted. Now, the flip side to that trauma is this, and I'm gonna speak for myself as far as attachment. I had the childhood trauma attachment. I was always attaching myself to things, afraid that something would leave me because I wasn't good enough. It wasn't until I had to teach my children, who are boys, that they are good enough. Regardless if I make them feel good enough, they have to know that they're good enough. And I feel like that's something that wasn't directly instilled in me, but because I didn't have it, it made me want to make sure I provided it and produced it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that my mom didn't do that for me. It was just the daily affirmation, the communication, the actual physical love. You know what I'm saying? Like my mom was a hard woman, and she was tough, you know what I'm saying? Plus she worked. She was really the head of the household. So now that I'm older and I'm a mother myself, with one child being 17 and one child being 5, I'm able to look at it and honestly be like, okay, these are the things that I felt like my mother could have done more of if she was around. But because I'm around more, I'm not able to do the things that my mom was able to do for me because she was working 3 jobs. So it's really a balance to life. But when it comes to who you are and your energy, you're either going to base it off of what you've come from or what you lacked. And that's just it. From how we were raised, from the time we were born until the age of 7, we will always revert to those patterns, those environments, those situations, because that is what is embedded in us. So if you grow up in an environment where you watching a woman get cussed out, or you watching your daddy beat the shit out of a motherfucker, you watching drugs, you watching like all this sexually charged and negative energy, and your parents aren't able to mold you into anything within those first 7 years, then it's going to be harder to undo that shit as an adult than it is to heal it as a child. And a lot of adults are stuck in their ways. So you saying stand up and say, y'all need to get off the tables and quit fucking twerking. The disconnect is this. My mom was 21 when she had me. I'm 35 now. My son is 17. Was I able to break the generational curse of having a baby in high school? No, but I produced a child that did. And so now that there's a 17-year gap where we have to come in and fix all that's unhealed right there. But then even just from me to Danielle, that gap, she is a woman of, in her generation, raised of, yes, we know the difference between a man and a husband and a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Where me at 35, that's what music was transforming. That's what society was transforming. Like my upbringing went from TVs, one motherfucking computer with dial-up, all the way into motherfucking Wi-Fi and touchscreens. So all of that has played a role into what we are cushioned or emotionally available and unavailable for in society. And the fact that Sexy Red is a perfect example. If you look at number one, Sexy Red is her mother's stage name. So she literally took her mama's stripper name that her mama had for fucking 20 years and blew up on it. But if you look at pictures of Sexy Red when she's 2 and 3, she got on tube tops with fur. She's standing with her butt sticking out. This is the environment she grew up. So when she grew up, she just became exactly what the fuck she was groomed to be. And that's the problem. Our community lacks because of the environments that we have to groom our children. And so the ones that fight to have a better grooming and environment, we are up against the system and the machine when it comes to overtaking and turning the dismantling that the Black woman has created in her community.
Right. So the actual
keeping her man out, from not raising her children with stern love, because we can't be providers and protectors. We're naturally nurturers and lovers. So it's hard for us to be a provider and a protector because we got to work twice as hard. Then we lose ourselves. Then we get wrapped up into trying to be something that somebody wants. So our kids go through all of that. And even if you work on healing it or you heal from it, your baby, your DNA still is embedded in that child. And now that child is born with that shit.
And beyond, I think, like she said, whatever you lack, like now it's such embedded in you that you want it so bad that you're able, that's when you can break the generational curse.
Produce it. You're a creator.
Yeah, that's when you can produce it. Because like she said, even with Anna, when you said I had my son at 19. You know, but now my son is 24 and he has no kids.
Exactly.
So like I broke the factor of having a kid in high school or when you first, you know, a young teenage mother. I didn't raise a teenage father. He's my son. So the fact that whatever you lack, it's so powerful in you that you want it, that you'll break the generational curse because you lack that in your background. So it still molded you in a good way, you know, and that's what happens. So I agree.
Because some people don't get molded in that way. Like that's the pro to it, right? Like sometimes you lack things so much in life that you don't heal from it because you really don't even know how to address it. But and this is just from, you know, seeing you on Facebook and seeing your son and seeing your relationship, you were able to take nothing and make it into something because that's our motherfucking superpower as Black women. And so when you take destruction and you make it dirtier, you get where we at. But when you take that seed and you really plant it and you nurture it and you change yourself because you realize the weather gonna do what it's supposed to do, but how can I be a better gardener? You understand what I'm saying? So that is the healing and the transformation of the Black woman that we need to see. And the difference is this. It takes more positive energy to overtake a negative energy. You don't take negative energy, nothing but a fucking one domino effect to take over everything.
That sex tape that the Kardashians leak.
In order for us to change, like what Hunter said, we got to stand up and tell these girls that they ain't shit and blah, 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 blah. No, we have to raise daughters that don't stand for shit. We have to cultivate groups of friends and business colleagues and neighbors. We have to have that standard about us that says we don't go there, we don't do that, we don't say that, we don't wear that, we don't drink that, we don't play there, we don't shop there, because that is the standard that's going to put the crown back on the Black woman's head. Right now, we're like, oh well, we know we need men because they're providers, but let's put a price on my value. Ain't no price. So if I have to show you that I can do this shit by myself as a single mother, as a single woman, as a business owner, then I'm basically showing you I don't need you. But then when I show you that I'm weak and I'm vulnerable, you talk about me about what I lack to have. Just learn to heal and find a balance. That's really that's what it all is about.
100%. And I hate to cut you off, but our new time is 1 hour, and we have reached 1 hour. I mean, that's it. We're back, right? You know,
season 2, 1 hour, y'all. Don't miss it. If you blink your eyes, it's gone.
Yeah, so you know, we'll be back. We may sprinkle in some, you know, more episodes during the week, but our new format is 1
I love
hour.
this.
It's 1 hour, so we just was getting warmed up. We had a couple guests. We had Matt. Shout out to Matt for coming through. And if y'all didn't know, on the Love Live, it's a safe space. We just came to chat. Of course, we still have got that phone number. We still got that phone number right here. So if you wanted to call in and put your 2 cents in next week, for sure, do that. Our new time slot is Mondays at 6 p.m. With the rerun on Fridays. So as we go, let's let the cast say bye and we'll get out of here.
What's up, world? It is so good to be back. See everybody. I miss this platform so much. It's your girl Envy on Pain, aka Envy the Pixie, Envy the Boss, or MVP the Great on all social media platforms. See y'all next week.
All right, Mr. Hunter.
My bad. Yeah, man, it was cool rapping with y'all because I don't got none of them social medias or none of that stuff. So, but yeah, it was hella cool because the women are highly intelligent in here, so that was good. Cuz was cool too, even though he gone already. And Cope, I need you to unlock this laptop for me though, Cope.
Oh man, get him out of here, man.
What's up, you guys? It's your girl CEO Anna, host and owner of 5051 The Pod. Make sure you go listen, subscribe. It's on Apple and Spotify. I couldn't wait for us to come back. I was so
I know, right?
ready.
I was ready too.
Like, yes.
I didn't get my makeup for 4 weeks straight. Oakland
I'm glad to be back. Thank y'all for viewing. Thank y'all for supporting. Make sure you share. Make sure you tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend to join in. And we'll be back next Monday, 6 p.m. Rolling through the 6 with my woes. Have a good night.
Hey, y'all, it's Bronze Beauty. Go follow me at The Bronze Beauty on Instagram. I just want to say thank you to everybody. Thank you for coming out. And this season 2. And I'm happy to be back. This time my makeup didn't go, unused because Copeland had me get ready 4 weeks in a row and didn't have no camera time at all. But we appreciate everybody coming out. Thanks to all the guests that came out to speak with us. And we'll see y'all next week, Monday, 6 o'clock. Don't miss it.